back to KK Cabaret, where we talk all things vintage, glam, sewing, and all the fashion lifestyle stuff that we love. Today I am coming from you fresh-faced and hair wrapped because it is Friday, the day before Dapper Day. That is the holiday soiree that I'm going to tomorrow in downtown Disney. It's at one of the hotels, I think the Grand Californian. And whoop, that could have been my toddler. And I am just getting ready. So I figured while I was prepping and getting excited, and next week is probably when my vlog about all of this is going to go up, I figured today I would tell you how, or kind of like go window shopping with you. It's things that I like to look for online and kind of prep for what I like to look at when I'm at Dapper Day. I look at everything, by the way, but there's some few shops that I definitely go to. I kind of don't like to spend money throughout the year unless it's like in April when I'm at Viva, or if it's, say, this event, like the later Dapper Day or the, like, what is it, Black Friday. But last year, Black Friday was kind of bunk, and I feel like the sales weren't as good. So I'm kind of looking out at stuff like that. Usually when you go to shows, you want to like stock up on certain things. Like my partner gets his pomades, and I like to look for things like that too, like my setting sprays, whatnot. Because at shows, you get a discount more than likely, and also you get to converse with the people of that business. So I figured today I would kind of show you like who's vending at Dapper Day. I like to like be prepared in what I'm going to see. And I like to see if they're having anything that they might be bringing, like brand new type of items out that they might be bringing. And that's always exciting to think about, like, what will I get to either try on or touch in real life? And then kind of just pre-shop, I guess, and then also just window shop for other things that I like to do. Like I'm gonna probably be scrolling Etsy and eBay for a couple of things that I've been looking for, and we'll just go through it as we go through. It's kind of like a window shopping and get ready with me, get hyped up for Dapper Day, to get ready to step back in time, basically. Because when you go to Dapper Day, everyone's dressed so vintage and it's so fun. And for me, it's like if you were going to Nordstrom's in the 40s, or you know what I mean? Like that's kind of how I like to look at it. And then we always get our tintypes. And since my whole family will be with us this year too, which I think we were together last year for the fall one too, I'll love to see like last year's compared to this year's, how much my girls have grown and how much we've like evolved. They're my favorite pictures to take. So here we go. Let's go window shopping. Okay, here we go. I went to the Dapper Day website just to see who's vending. They're going to have makeup artists, hairdressers, and tattoo artists. These are all of the vendors. And if you get the early bird ticket, which I'm not going to do, but if you do, they have all these little deals like 15% off. I like to go here because I like to see who's vending. And so far, it looks like all of my favorites. And I'm going to click on the tintype booth. This is where it goes to. I get my picture done every year and sometimes twice a year, depending on if I go to the spring event too. There's us. Okay, now I'm going to go to my my friend. She makes these beautiful vintage like resin. Some of them are spooky, some of them are Disney. This is her. She's so pretty. Yes, I love her. She's doing some eggnog wooden brooches this year. I'm definitely going to be checking that out. I went to Dapper Day's Instagram. I like to just see if they post any vendors in here. But let's go back. Lady Splendor clothing is definitely vending. I am obsessed with these knit dresses with the gold. Oh my God. There's Doris Mayday. And look at those dresses, guys. They're so holiday glam. I love that top, that neckline of that top. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Anyways, she's wonderful to talk to. You guys have to check out her booth. I always do. Then there's Tarantula Clothing, which they're always together. I absolutely love him. You guys have to go check them out. They have the cutest, and they sell menswear. So I am on a hunt. I have a goal to get some menswear for my partner from Tarantula Clothing because they have such tailored looks. They have that vintage, like Elvis Presley, Ricky Ricardo look. Here's Dapperday. I go to their page just to see who else is vending. La Casa de Flores is there. She does these amazing headpieces. And during the holidays, she always brings these Christmassy, like Christmas tree ones. I'm sure you guys have seen them. If you're into the retro rockabilly scene, a lot of the vintage galleys, they like to wear those. And I go back. This is some of the stuff that they post. But then I remembered Daphne does a booth there too. And I will show you guys her stuff. I can't recall if she came out with anything new that needed to be seen, but honestly, you have to go to her beautiful pink booth. Everything is super pink and girly. Oh yeah, she does have liquid lipsticks that are new. She's the sweetest thing, you guys. She does amazing. Look at her hair right here. Doris May's hair. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Anyways, you see, I find inspiration everywhere from everyone. And then Loco Lindo, I always say that wrong. They are one of my favorite booths to go to during Dapper Day. She always has like really cute, like I would say 1940s. Like I feel 1940s vibes. And that's my favorite era of fashion. So I always go to her booth. I love her palazzo pants. They actually fit around my bum and my waist most of the time without me having to tailor it. This autumn wrap dress, I think it sold out in my size, but I wanted that so bad because I love wrap dresses right now. I'm having a wrap dress phase. All of these little like white tiger print stuff is so cute. She came out with these like really elegant loungewear last year and I didn't get a set. I know they're a little bit on the pricey side, but oh, how glamorous would that feel to just lounge around your house in? I am obsessed. And then I go to her sale page. I like to see what's on sale. I am obsessed with this dress. That one right there. Ugh, and it's on sale. So we'll see. I'm not on a very big budget this year for spending, and I feel like I don't buy clothes as much because I make my own clothes, but when it's a small business, it's women ran and they have the look down pat, you guys have to admit that it's worth investing in. And these are investment pieces anyway, because clothing should not be throwaway. It should not be disposable. You guys should be using them for a long time. Now we're on to Etsy. My Etsy is very tailored for the things that I like to look at, which is anything vintage, but also like the vintage knitwear. I'm going to show you guys this butter yellow set that does not fit me. So someone please, that is a tiny person, go and get this set because I wish I was a tiny person. It has the belt. It is a perfect marigold yellow. Like, honestly, I can't tell if it's between butter and marigold, but it's beautiful. It has all the style lines. You go down, you click on item description. It will tell you the fit of it. It's just, someone go and get it, please. Then let's see. What else do I like to look at? Well, always look at resin jewelry. I am obsessed with it because it gives 1940s. Look at this set. It just popped up. It's like a mauvey purple. And it says it's hand knit. So I feel like it's a new, someone made it just recently. This one's beautiful. It's a Kimberly knit set. And I think it's dead stock. So someone go and look at that. Because again, I'm not that tiny. Although I wish I was. And then I think I typed in Lofties because I wanted to see what came up. And look at this. Ugh, this beautiful, tell me that does not just serve 1950s like blue. Ugh. I look at the measurements actually of this one would fit me, but the price is out of my budget right now. It's not a bad price. It's just out of my budget. Here is Remix shoes. They do typically go to Dapper Day, but I didn't see them on the list this year, which is kind of a disappointment. They also will have a holiday sale though. So look out on their website. If these shoes, these fan flare, I think they're called, I am obsessed with them. And the cool thing about their website is they'll show like pictures of people wearing them in real life. So I like to see how people are styling them and also just to see how they fit on a real person's foot. This reminds me of catalogs from like the 1940s and 50s. I could just look at this stuff all day long. These are just, I'm just going through some of my favorite shoes and if there's new colorways because, oh, like this shoe, the Flora is one of my favorite designs and I don't have it, but it's beautiful. 1940s like is my favorite. Look at this shoe, 1940s. I can't remember which one. I actually like that one, but suede shoes kind of, I can mess up some suede shoes. I'm not going to lie. Here is some people wearing them. It's just, I can go through these pages like catalogs. Like in the 90s, we had catalogs from like Roxy and, you know, all of the Quicksilver catalogs that you would get. Oh, these minis. Look at this in red. I'm obsessed. Oh, so cute. I have a wider foot. I'm afraid that would probably kill me. That's why I've never invested in those. But then look at these patio shoes. I think are the next ones that I go to. These are gorgeous. And I don't know why I've never noticed these before. I don't think I own these, but they're so gorgeous. Look at the green. Oh, I do have those picnic shoes. I love them. I actually have a lot of these, like different styles, but for some reason, I've just never really looked at the styles that I'm looking at today. These ones, so cute. I love the pink, of course. But, and I like the green. I love avocado green. When I was growing up, we had an avocado green refrigerator in the garage. And it was so, like, I think that's what sparks my love for that color. So this is American Duchess. They just came out with this vintage Vegas line. And look at these shoes. I want these. I want these for my birthday. I think those might be, like, my next like birthday type purchase, which isn't until April, so I'm not worried about it. And they're released, like they're pre-order and I think they're shipping in April. But I thought we would just look at them. They have a whole section to vintage. A few are on pre-order, but some of them are in stock, which means you'll get them right away. I just thought we would look at some of these like styles. Their vintage, I think, goes from Edwardian to the 60s, I want to say. I am obsessed with their snow boots. I have them in black, but when I look at them in other colors, I'm like, oh, they're so pretty. They're expensive, but they're so pretty. I actually have some of their riding boots too, I think they're called. And I love them. Are they riding boots? I'll have to look at the tag, but they're so cute. Look at these, Catherine, and look at, that gives me Mary Poppins vibes. Did that not like look like Mary Poppins shoes? All of these are so cute. Look at these. Oh, 1940s vibes for me. See, I could sit here and scroll, guys. I did this. And I know this is like my first time doing this, so excuse me if it's not all professional screen sharing, but I tried because I wanted you guys to see like kind of what I window shop for. This is my high-end window shopping that I don't always get to shop for. You know what I mean? It makes you feel like you can, but you know, maybe you can't. It's all right. It's all right. Oh, I love the pink, the Barbie pink colors. I feel like Art Deco really embraced those colors. And then we went into the 1940s. Look at those pink boots. We went into the 1940s and everything became a little bit more modest because of the war. These shoes are another one on my list that I need. I need these shoes. They look like pinup, just bombshell shoes. And I don't care that they're suede. They are beautiful. Where else are we going, Kayla? We are down. I love these Oxfords. I always like to think that like women in the 40s and 50s just wore high heels all the time. Although as a woman, I'm pretty sure we did not wear high heels all the time. I know the standard was to be dressed, and to be properly dressed was stockings and heels. But I'm just thinking like at home, were we really wearing these or were we wearing house slippers? Which we will get to in a little bit. I really do like a lot of the American Duchess shoes. Like they're just so cute. I went through every page just to be sure that I got a good fill. Next is eBay. Has anyone forgotten about eBay? eBay has really good prices and you can find some really cool things. I'm not even joking. So I will click on this Lofty set. Again, is way too small for me. And I mean, way too small, but it was so cute. I love that marled yarn look because it's like turquoise, but it's got like white flecks in it. It's so beautiful, guys. If you're small and you've got $190 to spare, you've got to go and get that one. And remember, guys, knitwear does stretch. Just make sure it's within your wheelhouse of inches. This one, guys, no one go and get this. I want this so bad. I don't have $230 for it, but I want it so bad, guys. Oh, it's a Kim's. It's like this really pretty pink. Okay, there we go. Now I looked up vintage slippers. I like to look up different styles of vintage slippers. My mommy used to wear these slide-on ones like this all the time around the house, which is why I was saying I'm pretty sure women did not wear high heels in the house. My mommy did not. And I'm pretty sure her mommy wore the slippers that have a little lift on them, like a little bit of a wedge on them, is what my grandma wore. Kind of like those. They're called house slippers. I was obsessed with finding all these, and it's actually not that hard to find them in my size, which is like an 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there. I'm not a size 10, but in slippers, I like them to be a little big, and I don't mind that for, you know, some give. It's a house slipper. I looked at those like genie ones. They're so cute. And looked at these deer foams. I like dead stock slippers. No one else has worn them. Look at those pink ones. Oh my God. I love pink. We all know this. So next page. And I love these little slides, really. The little vintage looking slide on ones are actually really quaint and cute. I looked at these and I was like, oh my Lanta. I love those so much. And I think I put them in my imaginary cart. I did. So those are in my imaginary cart. And I just kind of scrolled through some vintage slippers, guys. Like, this is so fun to do. Even if you're not shopping, it's fun to kind of get inspiration for sewing off of this, for styling off of these things. Well, I hope you thought that was fun. I like to window shop and fill up fake carts that I'm probably not going to buy anytime soon. I like that stuff. It's kind of like time passing. I don't ever see, and I don't like this. Some people get stressed about filling up fake carts. To me, it's literally window shopping, and sometimes I'll end up going back and getting it when I can afford it, or sometimes it's just like dreaming, you know what I mean? And I don't think there's a problem with that. But if you're someone who like stresses about the fact that you filled up this imaginary cart and now you have to find a way to afford it, girl, that was never yours. Don't even worry about it. Don't let it get to you like that. It's just some fun window shopping, some fun things to look at and kind of feel nostalgic about, or feel like you could still be a part of that history. And remember, like, I know we say like vintage fashion and vintage aesthetic and not vintage values. I like to say like the vintage fashion and vintage lines, I would say, of fashion is art. And if you appreciate art, and I do, in any form, just like vintage cars, in vintage movies, vintage comedy, a lot of people hate that stuff. It hasn't aged well, but it was art. Like, it was put out there, and it's something to learn from, right? So don't take it as like a bad thing. I think a lot of people are kind of making it a bad thing now. I'm not like that. I think of it all as art, and a lot of the aesthetic stuff is so cute, and that is why I'm here. I grew up on black and white films. I will always watch my black and white films, and I will love to find and recreate things from those movies. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you had fun window shopping, maybe give you something to window shop for too. And I will see you guys back in my vlog for Dapper Day.